again. After putting in the university, I unlocked the this thing here, which is the processor factory, and so I installed that here near the exit, and I also put in this trade depot. So at the moment I'm importing plastic and alloy to use in the processor factory, and I'm exporting the processors that I make. And I decided to upgrade the roads around here just to make the importing and exporting a bit more efficient. But I de-zoned all these areas, which is why none of these buildings have increased, because I just simply de-zoned the area. And this thing has worked very, very well, this processing factory. In order to build it and in order to get the alloy and the plastic, this figure actually dropped to 200,000 at one point. But then in the space of a very short time, it's gone up to nearly 1,800,000. So that's just within a few days. The processor factory has made this amount of money, which is quite something. And if I click here, you can see that I have it at slow now, but if I go quick, it's a pretty good system. I've got plenty of plastic, lots of alloy to keep this going, and as soon as these processors fill up, they'll go in here and then they'll be exported. That's what's happening now. The truck is taking the processors to the trade depot. And again, because I've only got 28,000 people, there's not a lot of traffic, and this is always the problem really here, the traffic. So that's been exported and off he goes. Also, because this idea of upgrading the roads kind of appealed to me, I did the same throughout the rest of the town. But before I did that, of course, I de-zoned everything, which is why you don't have any, you know, if I were to zone something now, if I were to zone in something like here, for instance, because the demand is, well, pretty good, you can see that as soon as I zone anything in this town, it's going to immediately upgrade. I'll allow these to upgrade a bit, but obviously I don't want everything to upgrade, because otherwise I'll have huge problems with transport. But without the transport problems, well, you can see that the money I'm making here is just off this thing is incredible, and that's really down to the fact that there's absolutely no hold up in the supply chain here. You know, as soon as things come in, as soon as this needs anything, it gets it, and as soon as the processors are sent to the trade depot, they are, here comes the truck. They're taken away straight away without any traffic jams. Anybody that's played this game will know about traffic jams and the problems of doing any of these great works if you've got problems. I mean, I've played this before where the whole road here, the whole road will be, this looks very odd, where the whole road will be just a traffic jam, so that even if you have the materials, you can't get them to where you want. So that's why I don't intend to upgrade anything here yet. I may do it after we've built the great work, after I've built the space station, but money is not going to be an object anymore, because that's just making me a fortune. And not that one. If I click on the roads, you can see that there is no problem with traffic. So that's a tip. If anybody's doing something similar to what I'm doing, you get the population to a decent amount, D-zone things, and then you can upgrade the roads. Just make sure you D-zone everything first. If you don't D-zone, you're going to get these buildings coming up. So the other thing to say then is how is the research coming in here, and it is 64% complete. That's not bad. I don't know if I'm near another upgrade here or not, but 91 approval rating. That's pretty good. Also, I didn't really have that much industry, but the nice thing about the industry now is that they've all become high tech. Let me put a park or something in here before. That's not going to, just to stop the rubbish from piling up, but you can see I've got some very nice high-tech businesses. Lots of nice new shiny factories. This is also all disowned, so I can upgrade the roads without any problem of factories getting big. Mind you, maybe I could allow one or two of these to increase, because I do have a demand for factories. So let's see. They've got such a nice view. Which one? Will this work if I put one in here? Is that going to change? Maybe I need to get rid of that and then do that. That's big enough, probably. %. I don't think I ever got that high. These factories are fantastic. They don't pollute as much either, so hopefully as time goes by the coastline will be cleaned up a little bit. You can see that these are going to be bigger. This should drop down. Am I really having problems? Now the only problem really I'm having is this. I've got no crimes, but again I've got 43 local criminals. I did want to build a precinct, but I don't have a department. I don't have a department of safety, and in order to get a department of safety, I would have to get another upgrade in the town hall, which means I would have to have 75,000 people, and I don't want to do that because, for one thing, it will spoil all the transport. You know, it'll ruin the transport system here. Secondly, and I know this from even the industry villa I did the last time, that even when you get the police precinct and you add in as many detective wings as you can, that doesn't really guarantee that this figure is going to be reduced. The other thing I could do, since my money is just going through the roof here, the other thing I could do to see if it would help is I could simply close down all of the I could close down all of these things, the casinos, but this one seems to be the worst here. The others, I don't know if that would do anything at all, to be honest, to this figure. I don't know if closing these down would change anything. Let's close this one down and see. I'm going to be losing quite a lot of money by closing them down. Anyway, nah, I don't want to increase taxes. I'll leave it like that, just out of curiosity, to see if by closing down the casinos that does anything to the criminals. These people coming by boat and by train are going to be a bit disappointed. There's going to be nowhere to go to spend their money. Oh well. They can play football or something. So how's this doing? 80%. It doesn't look like this next upgrade is going to happen for a long time, but that's good that that's 80%. And this money is, well, I'm gonna have no problem buying the, affording the 1 million for the space center. Which is going to be here. What is it again? I've got the university. I haven't completed the research project yet. So it's not approved yet. I could certainly, the way the money is going, I could certainly afford to buy the Ally, perhaps, or the computers. But I don't know if I could afford to buy all of those things: the fuel, the Ally, and the computers. You'd need quite a lot of money to buy this thing. But if it was just a case of filling this up with Ally and computers and stuff, and then just, if I had the money, and then just sending it over there, just sending it, I think I'd have the thing built fairly quickly. But like I say, it really costs an awful lot, a lot more than that, if you really want to buy all the fuel and the Ally and the computers. The computers I can probably do from here anyway. I've got this, which with this you get the upgrade for this, and then let's put it there. And with the upgrade, you get to build the computer factory. Normally it may take 2 of these factories to get the upgrade. It's a bit difficult to get the upgrade on that. Anyway, I think it'd be better to try and build this thing you know, actually go and build the refinery and produce the computers rather than just buying stuff. It's a little more interesting if you have to go through the process. I'm losing money now because of these things. How did we do today? 90%. Maybe tomorrow. So yeah, there you go. Upgraded roads, but not upgraded buildings. It gives you a lot of control this way, because of course if you want, you know, you could just upgrade individual buildings or whatever. There was something else I wanted to check. Can't remember what it was. Oh yeah, the police. It hasn't really been very long, but well, it's dropped by about 5, but sometimes you just can't do anything about this figure, no matter how many police precincts you've got. I have a feeling maybe, well, without any casinos, but then again I didn't have any casinos when I was doing the other town, the industrial town, and I ended up having lots and lots of criminals on the loose there as well. It's just here you would feel if you had that, if you had the detective vans, they wouldn't have any problem with traffic here, that's for sure. The roads are all empty. Shouldn't be too much trouble with fires now either, because yeah, well done to the fire brigade. Managed to put the fire out. So there you go, 3 million. Let's see if today is the day for this thing to get to its end. Yeah, I will still probably need to... Ooh, I'm minus 1,000 an hour. I guess when I do the when I finish the research project, I could probably turn off the university. But if I was to do that, I may lose these cool buildings here. This figure is still up, so I'm going to do this. Just watch them upgrade, just to get rid of this demand. These just give work to people, so that there shouldn't be any extra traffic, or you know, these aren't going to produce, they're not going to increase this figure. So it's actually okay to do that. It's the same with these shops. If I wanted to, I could increase some of the shops instead of building more. Because at the moment there's a slight demand for kind of low wealth shops. The only problem now is I don't know which is I guess these are the shops. I'd have to click on them. Yeah. So these are medium, yeah. Is it medium? So I can upgrade the roads. High. I don't think these are low wealth, so they're all medium wealth. Kinda need ones that are low wealth. Ah, never mind. Ah, I think their project is finished. Look at that, 4 million I've got. $95, wow. Can you get up to 100? Don't know. So does that mean that I can... Yes, I can. And now I've got plenty of money to do that, so I'm gonna go yes. And it says the application is being processed. This could take a few minutes. We'll alert you when it's approved. I'll go back here. And there you go, you can see it's preparing to I guess you could say it's putting the foundations in for the space buildings. So now it's actually ready for me to start sending things. God, that was so quick. When I was playing this on my other computer, that part used to take about 25 minutes. So, what do I need? Ally, fuel, computers. We leave that for now. So there we go, that's quite a lot of the work done. Why is this demand still up? It hasn't... I've just built 3 huge factories. I've built 3 huge factories and this hasn't budged. And here, what was this? It was 40... See? 55 criminals. Wow. 55 criminals. That tells me that the 55 criminals has just got nothing to do with these. So I'm gonna switch them on again. I'm gonna make some money out of those. Go ahead. So I guess that's all for now. How about this? Is it gonna upgrade yet? No. So that's where that is. I can't see. Oh, it's this road. So the stuff that you want to send to it, you send it along this road. And in there. Sometimes this space project doesn't work. You have to kind of try and attach one of the roads there, but we'll see. Hopefully it'll work here, but it mightn't. I have played it before where it hasn't worked, but I don't know if that was in this region. So that's where we'll be sending all this stuff. %95. I hope it works. Sometimes the cars get stuck here. Anyway, we'll send some stuff from here. It looks bizarre with all the small buildings, and then we'll send some fuel from there. But yeah, this in spite of a kind of high criminal, a lot of criminals at large. And not a great medical story either, but in spite of all that, everybody seems to be very happy. To be honest, I think that's because they just want me to upgrade. But, well, I have upgraded the roads. We'll leave that going as well. Could actually start another project. That's done. I might as well do the detective wing, even though I don't think I'm gonna have enough people to get that module. So that looks pretty cool. And hopefully one day there'll be a rocket taking off from there. If not, we'll just get the arcology and send that into space instead. Oh, I got another big building coming up. Anyway, I guess that's all for now.